Hey guys, what's up? It's Arav Day, otherwise known as a Slurp Maker. This video is going to be about AI agents, and it's been relatively new that its upbringing has been given to the public. And I really want to say that it is a great thing that we're able to make ourselves more productive and wealthier, but it is a huge problem for the people like us who enjoy these types of content where there's small bits of opportunity and even the smallest bit of rhetoric that we have trying to achieve our goals. So the AI agents here are going to be able to help us achieve our goals because one, we're either unemployed or we have a minimum wage job and there's not enough money that we can really put aside to invest in AI agents. What I'm basically saying is AI agents are really expensive. AI agents are going to have you look into other APIs or other services to make sure that the AI agent can use the resources or the software that AI agents can utilize. And that means you have to go through a subscription and then subscribe to the AI agent, and you're going to need multiple facets. The only thing that you see relatively here is the AI, is the Google Sheets that gives you the possibility to really document all of the information. So if you're trying to start a business here with the artificial intelligence agents, you're not going to be able to because there's so many different facets of being able to achieve your goals that most people that who are accumulating their sort of energy to make sure they get the inspiration from the public that feeds their business into a thriving one are just going to use artificial intelligence agents to just replace those employees who give the company energy and the workforce that they need, and they're not going to be able to produce the same amount of consistency and work that artificial agents are able to do. Artificial intelligence agents are out. So you're going to come in here thinking you're going to get a nice job with either a degree or without a degree, work a minimum wage job, or you can get a decent job. The rent and all the expenses are going to come up to you having at least either $500 to $1,000 or $1,000, and it doesn't really matter here because you're going to be saving up if you're smart for your retirement, and if you're really entirely sure about what you're going to do, then you're going to either all in or make sure that you have some product. Or your business could be social media. If it's social media, then you're going to need some artificial intelligence to run some of your campaigns and your posts, and that artificial intelligence agent is going to cost some money, and the result of that is going to be some prime market research, and inherently if your background matches your aesthetic to what you're presenting on the camera, is going to be able to sell that. By that I mean, are you cool enough to be posting on social media, and are you getting the exposure and the relative media information? Sort of like you can't just be anybody, and there has to be consumers, but that was sort of diminished thanks to having this whole idea that we all consume the content on social media. Artificial intelligence agents, and that basically means that you could possibly do anything you want here in the USA, except it's going to be really expensive. So this whole mindset that you're going to be able to achieve your goals and achieve this wealth and have this nice house and thing could be near impossible because artificial intelligence agents are really expensive. For the big dreamer, they usually have this confounding truth that they can achieve their goals so long as they work, and this is possibly true if you're really lucky. But most people just end up just working 9 to 5, paycheck to paycheck, and approximately as we know, that 63% don't have enough money for a $500 emergency fund. So these people work minimum wage jobs and have this ambition, who might be you, to make just millions of dollars, but they won't really be able to achieve it because, well, guess what? There's not enough money to make sure that the current agenda of the United States interests that matches market trends, that matches whatever is useless or redundant or relevant in the market, is going to match you in your particular interest as an individual proprietor, because, well, you're not going to be able to because it's too expensive. We've seen this many times. We've seen it in the past with a dot-com bust, but internet websites were relatively cheap, but the marketing ads were really expensive, and the cost per click was really expensive, and it just added up to so many that you weren't even able to become profitable. Only a few companies were able to become profitable, and this is the result of the system that we have here. And the next thing was all the gurus on the internet telling you to go into e-commerce and drop shipping. Well, you sort of needed some sort of money to get started, to have some inventory, because companies like Amazon wouldn't really let you drop ship because you needed to have some inventory, and the credential seller had to be credentialed, and you could easily get one star because he found the product somewhere else, and the reviews would deactivate your store. And in this case, the artificial intelligent agent is something similar that we can expedite our growth as a business owner, but you would have to have enough resources to use the resources and software that's available. What I'm saying is artificial intelligence agents requires you to have APIs. And if you connect those APIs to the artificial intelligent agent, then you can correlate the API and the artificial intelligence to do your work at an automated level. So once you have a good understanding of what you want from the artificial intelligence, you're basically going to make sure that you can achieve your goals by paying for it. So you'll pay for YouTube, you'll pay for artificial intelligence agent service, you'll pay for different API, you'll pay for the caching, the searching, and the prompting, and you'll approximately be well over your financial budget unless you're really savvy and you saved enough money and you're also saving enough money for your retirement and saving enough money for your car and your expenses. So the minimum wage job worker wouldn't be able to achieve his goals, and he'll be stuck in a 9 to 5 paycheck to paycheck forever and won't even be able to explore the whole idea of an AI agent unless it's about 1 to 2 months, which inevitably led down to his downfall because the fruition was never achieved. So if you are successful and you have a lot of extra cash to invest in the AI, artificial intelligence agents, then you would be able to do that because you can make sure that the artificial intelligence agents are working and you're not really so upset about losing some cash, especially in the early stages that it's recently been released to the public. So what this basically means, all the people who have money in the USA are going to get more money if they utilize AI agents properly and successfully, while the poor aren't even going to be able to explore it or utilize it or make some money off it. Maybe there are 1 or 2 outliers where they'll be able to do the successes of having artificial intelligence agents, but in the long run, there's only going to be the wealthy and the business owners who have the money to say that they can use the artificial intelligence agents, and then once that comes, they'll be laying off their whole team so that they won't even need to have to pay them, and they'll collect even more money. So this basically says that we're sort of stuck in this whole US mindset that the US technology is great and all, but it's going to cause more crime, it's going to cause more poverty, it's going to cause more decimation, more infrastructure, and it's going to be a very straightforward thing that you're not going to be able to achieve your goals unless you're the one who already has the money. The ones who have the money have a pre-existing idea of what the U.S. interest should be, and it matches with them, and they're the ones who are going to be able to achieve their goals because they experience no obstacles or impediments to their decision making throughout the day. Well, if you're a minority and you're trying to make your own money and make some goals being achievable, you won't be, because they won't match in America's Manifest Destiny mindset and other attribution to competition that you won't be able to achieve, and a lot of other introductions to feminism and things like that, and a lot of other introductions that are current in modern day work. Anyway, if you like this channel and this video, hit that like and subscribe. I hope this video gave you some insight as to not be so doomsday, but more of a, oh, doomsday, I need to sort of think something out or maybe do something about it so that I can capitalize off the new artificial intelligence agents. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next one.